what I'm ready to see is Game 1 of the Grand Finals of Winter Cup. Let's get her going.
Let's go.
All right, so we're starting on Bazaar for our first game here, looking for Sophia's first pick. So we're banning versus only chill. We've seen console flank bans like the entire weekend. Do you think that trend's going to continue here?
I think so. If Sophia have done their homework on Only Chill, it's definitely a map where they've been taking advantage of Caspian quite a lot. Caspian, a new character in the game, who seems to be pretty strong. Not so much at release, but since they've given them better quality of life updates, definitely been strong and definitely been a reason why Only Chill have made it to the finals here. As for Sophia, I don't see them doing too much different. I mean, they're the guys who are the favorites. They know what they're doing. They've been together a long time, having played with a few of them against them. So yeah, one thing I would like to point out is the ROM aspect.
Right.
I don't know if Only Chill's gonna do that. Again, we've seen the Valtu and the EV bans here. Yeah.
It's just
And that's mainly because their controller, because their controller, they don't want to play against these sorts of things, which means I think it's going to be a free run for Sophia here. Wonder if it's going to be that case now.
Right, so it will be the Furia actually. Open up a little differently now. It is Bazaar. We've been seeing a lot of Bazaar this weekend. Oh, matching that with the Grover in the console. A lot more sustain from Only Chill. Sophia, again, they tend to lean more towards those flanks. Is there anything in particular? As we basically just lock in the flank himself, and they do pick the Caspian. I am terrified if I am Only Chill.
Yep.
Furia, Ruckus, Caspian. How do those characters get through draft?
It's interesting to see this actually. It looks like Only Chill have kind of defaulted back to something else and not really the thing they tend to go for. And Sophia, on the other hand, look like they've just taken it away. They've taken Caspian away. Not necessarily. I don't know how much any of them can play it. I don't think I've seen them play at this tournament, but it seems to be just to cripple Only Chill's draft. And Ruckus seems to be the reason they're not playing ROM here. If people do know, there is a strat where you can literally slide with Ruckus on up top of the thing, so you can just slide and get your ult. So yeah, very interesting choice from Sophia. But the ROM does come in now. Again, I expected this to come. Yeah.
That is very bold looking at Only Chill's draft. We got the cripple from the Grover. Khan out trades it. Sky's a good matchup. Tyra's a good matchup. And they do lock in their signature flanks here. As Only Chill lock in another shield tank in the Nando.
Yeah.
You're banning out the Azan, which maybe they might have gone for.
Well, we've seen this before, right? Sophia are not the kind to just go out and outright pick a DPS. They're gonna definitely use that Mave, probably for street justice. When they get those tanks low, they're gonna go in for the executes. They're not a team that needs to look for damage. They're a team that is very much reliant on their execution. And very much so, like, they've got very experienced players who, again, have worked together. So it's a very normal draft from Sophia here. Only Chill, on the other hand, they've gone for Sky, they've gone for Tyra, again. Very standard controller picks. Sky, definitely a big one, because she's probably going to be melting the ROM. How well she does into the Caspian and the Mave and the Furia, even boosting the Ruckus as well, it's going to be interesting to see.
I think it's really interesting. I think, you know what? I do like that they're confident, though. Like, you don't pick Sky first if you're not damn confident that you're going to pull. Like, they're pull out Sky first game of the Grand Finals against Sophia. Like, they're feeling good. Sophia's ready to get into it. We're just about ready to get into it on our end as well. And here we are on Bazaar, Game 1 of the Grand Finals of Paladins Winter Cup.
Yep. And nothing different for me. Again, you got Mave, Alex on the Mave. You got Nick healing. It's, again, very, very standard from Sophia. Like, I expect them to see just a normal setup. They're going to be very cool, very collected. For me, I'm going to be watching more on the side of Only Chill and how they decide to respond. Because it's got to be now or never, right? They've got to be the team to respond.
Right. You can't play scared versus Sophia. They'll take advantage of that in a heartbeat. I think the master riding buys, again, that's something else that we've seen sort of develop. Not really seen before this weekend, but like Ruckus starting master riding, I guarantee that I'll get matched later. You can see what they're going for already. Sophia spotted a weakness here. Lots of shields and a Sky. They're going to try and take advantage of that. How well they'll be able to do that remains to be seen. As we are going to go into the first mid, looking for the Ruckus. Look below, almost dismounted by the Grover, does stay on mount. Hard stacking here from Only Chill on the left side as they do have cap control. Caspian is going to be proccing his Stacks on the Nando shield, throws a stun into the backline, not much. Rom runs in, and that's first blood onto the sky of all things from Eagle, opening up the grand finals. Nosy's in, the absolute collapse from Sophia onto Only Chill. That was not close, it's been 20 seconds.
Very interesting start there by Only Chill. They went down one lane, and it seemed like they never had map control from the start. Sophia, right at the start, went straight for the point and went onto that left lane. And it caused the pinch that they wanted straight away. They just waited, capped the point, and as soon as they saw someone low, went straight in and cleaned up very easy. That was the cleanest fight I think I've seen yet from the whole set.
That was insane. It is going to result in them getting the first mid-fight. Maeve does get forced out a little bit. Here comes Eagle once again, leading the charge, forced out this time by the Sky. 1 HP. Nick is going to keep him alive, very low on the side of Sophia, but they will stabilize. No attempt at punishing from Only Chill. They're happy to just stick up here. Eagle emoting around the mid-fight. Using that third-person camera. The stun on the Sky one more time, 1 HP, almost a repeat. But Sophia once again looking to open this up. The Grover ult doesn't even go off. The collapse. One more time, I'm getting flashbacks. It's going to be 5 for 1.
Wow.
As Nosy's got a triple then a double kill. This man. You were worried about them being able to play the Caspian dude. What's up with that? He's popping up.
No worries at all. I just hadn't seen them do it. Nosy definitely a talented player who can play any, if most DPS. So, yeah, it's going very well for him. The stun's very strong as well, as you saw with this guy getting very low. She tries to poke in again, but yeah, it's working out.
Eagle opens up again. The Nando out forced out immediately. Sophia once again with the reset. Nosy does pop. The ult is going in. Not much. The Grover ult to stabilize from Only Chill. Not much else happening. Sky ult, we're just poking and prodding. The Sky ult finds Nosy. That of all things is what shuts him down. Sky does trade her life for it, but Only Chill swinging out the gates hard. The gate is down. Alex over the top. Kyra's 1 HP. Can't find the daggers, but Eagle's right there to follow up. Not being able to come in the gates, but the long-range rock assault not quite enough. Is Grover going to be able to get away? Yes, he is. I don't think Sophia cares too much. They're collapsing on the stragglers of Only Chill. They're so split. Tyra's just coming off respawns. Other people are hiding in their spawn door. Khan has to hide back to the mid-fight. The push is still happening. Alex collapsing on this Khan. Your shield doesn't go up that high, but dashes back towards the mid-fight. Sky's just in stealth. Who's going to contest? There's no tanks on the side of Only Chill. Eagle's absolutely running a train on this backline. Trades for one. Not even trade. This man's still alive. And Sophia, a quick 2-0. They have no mercy for the underdogs here of Only Chill.
Yep. Looks like Only Chill are a bit overwhelmed with the situation, I feel it is. I've not really seen them go for anything. They've kind of put themselves in a corner, and then from there, not even look to take so much of an advantage. They've had the stray kill here or there, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Sophia look like they've got it all under control. As soon as they get the pick, they're ready to trade, and they're ready to keep going and snowball. And their comp definitely helps them do that, so... As it is, it looks like we're going to be cruising to a 2-0. Only Chill need to respond here, otherwise they're going to be finding themselves very far down in the set.
Right, and we do get a pause coming through here. Maybe some time to collect their thoughts, but
yes.
How do you adapt though if you're Only Chill? You just had a pretty good run for the losers bracket. You know, you maybe didn't start off so hot. You get your run going, and then you get 2-0'd in about 3 minutes. How do you come back from that, man? That's so tough. So animal.
It's a tournament, of course. When you see something going wrong, you're gonna have to change something very quick. I think in the grand finals, if anybody watched the World Cup as well, there were changes that were made very, very, very early on. Because if you leave it too late, you might not even get the chance to change anything or do anything else now. So I'd say, in order to not be to not be too behind now, I think they definitely don't have to think, okay, our first track was okay. Luckily, we're back. But yeah, I think now they have to change something immediately. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves going behind very, very, very quickly. I don't think it was enough to say their first track was enough to do anything. It just seemed like a straight lane rush. And it's not going to be enough to beat a team like this.
Right. Exactly. Because we will get to see what they change up here. Same rollout from Eagle. Tarek with the con ult. We'll see if he does anything. This con ult might just... Look how scared they are. They're still actually be able to burn it though.
Oh, there we go. You back?
Back? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry about that one. As Tarek is going to find 2. So finally, the con ult may be the answer they were looking for. The Grover ult as well to sustain. Cage Huntsy will have to run away. Peels for Nick. They'll be fine. Full comeback mechanic for Tarek. Not for Tarek, for only Chill, but Sophia does have it to take care.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. The game plan had to change. Obviously, that was easily helped by
Grab
the ult.
into the sky ult!
Yep, grab straight into the sky ult. There is no escape for him there. Crunchy keeps going in. He's got the momentum now as people fall in front of him as he tries to farm his stacks. Nando getting in front with the shield. Looks like the Crunchy's going to go down. They're struggling here to take back the point. Looks like as it's going, it might be a quick 2-0. Nosy falls down as well. Ruckus coming back to touch the point. Maeve also dying on the way. Looks like, yep, she's gone as well. Ruckus trying his best, but unfortunately he was on top and wasn't touching the point. Bit of Paladins geometry there. I don't think he knew that, but it's unfortunate. But it's a very good thing for the underdogs. They're back in this game. It's 2-1.
We have a series on our hand here. Only Chill says, hold up, it's only been 3 minutes. We didn't get... We're not here for nothing. So, big Connell's big... I think... Listen, man, I've never seen so much coordination setting up a style, but another grab from Tarek setting up the first pick. And they're going to continue to walk forward. Sophia have to get out. They're not even going to be able to get out. This guy, the Tyra mark, honestly, is what's put in the work here. The coordination you mentioned earlier from Only Chill is setting up so many of their kills. It's basically setting up their only kills. Sophia, that dive was really nice, but Only Chill's coordination is maybe coming out on top a little.
Yeah, definitely, like I said, like their coordination is not to be played with here. They're a French team who clearly have played together for a while. On top of that, they had the Tyra as well. The Tyra definitely picked so that the Sky wouldn't be too useless, but it also works in their favor, as you see with the marks.
Alright, so they will reset here. Maybe looking for something a little slower. With the con out, they will find Eagle one more time. K Crunchy and Nosy pushing up mid, trying to peel for him. Eagle will get out of the con out, but not long enough to live. Crunchy does end up picking on the Rover. Alex very low, fighting Tarek. Craig Crunchy helps him out. It's a bit too deep there, but K Crunchy and Nosy combining for 4 kills that fight after one of their teammates gets con-ulted. That is the stabilization you're looking for. That is the scream for help that Eagle put out that was answered, and Only Chill have to go back to the drawing board.
I think that's a combo you're going to have to look out for the rest of this set. Nosy and K Country definitely spend a lot of time together playing the game. So, again, we talked about Only Chill having coordination, but again, Sophia are always a step ahead in terms of what they're doing. They're definitely the more experienced team here as they try and push in now.
Alright, Eagle a bit far up, looking on the flank, stun, misses. Sophia just kind of stabilizing here. The tanks from Only Chill just kind of slowly walking up. Not much committed yet. Right clicks go into the ROM. He's taking some damage. The off angle from Sophia has a bit of a pincer going on here, and that will force out the Grover ult as we're 10 seconds to overtime. Not much going on right now, but Only Chill are trying to reset. You have 5 seconds, guys. You gotta go.
They do have to go, of course. But they've got people ready to touch. Okay, Sky going in with the bomb now. Ruckus is going to have to dip, but he can't get away with the right clicks. Sky dangerously showing him her worth there. She burns Rom as well. Probably going to get another one here. Yep,
No
they get the
way.
man. They're back in, and it's 2-2. Wow. This is big from Only Chill. They're back in the game. People might have thought straight away that they'd be dead out of it in the 2-0. That was very fast. But they're definitely showing why they should be in the final. Exactly. Do not sleep on these guys.
Nerdcause, he hasn't missed a Sky ult. Like, Sky ult is usually just like a zoning tool. He has not missed one. It's gotta kill every single time. It's a Sky!
I think to say Sky Ult's a bit of a zoning tool is a bit... It's a bit of an
Oh, not
understatement.
for this dude.
Yeah, honestly, I think it takes a load of skill to even aim that projectile in the first place. It's a bit of a weird one. But definitely Only Chill are playing well to make sure they always get to kill, which is what's got them back in the game. Very interesting to see as we go into the next mid fight.
Right, and Sophia's no slouch either. They've got the Fury ult, they've got their own tools to bring this back. Same sort of rollout from Only Chill. This time Eagle going around behind, looking to collapse on the Fernando maybe. He is caught out. No Nando to help him out. Looks like Nosy's gonna walk him down. Now Sophia with map control. How far back Only Chill are playing? Oh, the con though on Eagle! It's always been Eagle every single time. He will get collapsed on. Sophia capping all the while, so they've got a bit of a 3v4 here. Only Chill very low. The Sky coming out for respawns in 2 seconds. But they do have to make their way down to point. Still very low on the side of Only Chill. Alex spamming them out here on the high ground. Nando will get touched. And Sophia don't have the tools that they had to get this gas pedal going. The Sky ult, the ROM ult actually onto the Sky is going to eliminate what's somehow been their carry. Ruckus ult as well. The tanks from Sophia had enough of getting bullied by this guy, dude. They're over it. They're done.
That was very interesting to see. I've seen a lot of times where people will roam out a Sky and she'll go invisible and run away, but as you can see, the experience comes out. Sky got away there almost, but it didn't matter. Yep, there were two of them always ready, and then Eagle jumping in there on this classic Ruckus jumping in with the triple kill there. Really good play from Sophia to get 3-2.
For sure. Not really what you're looking for at County Chill, because again, like this composite doesn't really do well late game, but that Death Ball from Only Chill, it's not necessarily the comp that you always play as Death Ball, but that you can group up and walk stuff down, and they walk over the tanks, and you know what? First misstyle to the game, so that's 3 for 4 on those. We'll say that I actually got some zoning value though, so not too bad. Sky is far up. Illuminate free from the ROM. That's going to be the go button. Forces the Nando ult. And the Nando ult's going to let the Sky get the trade actually, as Nosy has to leave. Only Chill walking him down, trying to get to the spawn of Sophia. They're on defense here.
Huge Immortal there to keep the Sky alive. I mean, again, time and time again, Onichu was showing they are just as capable as Sophia in terms of team play. And again, it's a team play game now. The game is much slower, and you're going to need 2 people to mostly finish it, especially in a Rom's case.
Nosy finds 2, so Sophia looking to just clean things up here. No trade's going to be allowed. The flanks of Sophia, and yes, I'm including Eagle in that. Flanks of Sophia do clean up this fight. Now, this time they did push, right? They did push, but a lot of that was based off the snowball that they got going on this last corner of Bazaar. That snowball can be deadly on this map. They don't have the snowball here. Only Chill are going to get the group up. And right now they're forcing out Eagle one more time. He's always first in these fights. The rest of his team still just kind of forcing the cart here. Nothing too much coming out. Eagle looking like he wants to go for something spicy. The run-in, the Maeve. Everything happening at once. The Nando ult counters most of it, but the Styra not in range. The Grover ult as well. Only Chill trying to stabilize, but Nosy won't let them. He knows the Sky is around here somewhere. He's gone hunting. He's found 2. Dash over the wall in 1 second. Connalt into the spawn will get that kill, but somebody needs to touch. Only the Tyro ult for Only Chill. Somebody needs to touch Fury ult. Sophia wants this game over. They will burn the touch, and they push it in for game 1, going Sophia's way.
Excellent game there. Only Chill definitely showed they are not done and they are not out, and they won't be for the rest of the set. But it was very interesting to see. As you mentioned, their way back in the game was targeting Eagle a bit with the ults and the damage. But I think it played into their hands in the end. Definitely while Eagle kept poking his head in and out, it definitely turned their heads a lot, and it allowed Alex to just go in with this classic Maeve in and out very, very, very quickly. And it caused a snowball, like you said, on the end stretch, where it's a very, very, very long lane. So it's very hard to get yourself back in. And I guess that's what turned the game for them.
Right, that was just such a well executed dive at the end from Sophia. Like you notice that everything happened within a second of each other. Like I couldn't even say everything that happened. Like you had the Maeve ult, you had the Vatu, or what's this character's name? The Caspian going in. The Maeve went in, the Ruckus went in, the everyone went in, the Con ult hit, the Nando ult hit. Like everything happened all at once, and that is the mark of a clean dive from a team that knows what they're doing. And it
funny enough, yeah,
so well.
Teams like that make it hard for casters. Of course, you want to talk about what's going on, but yeah, they don't even give you a chance to breathe. They're literally on it. They do one thing, exactly. They do one thing, and they're ready to do the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. It's really, really good team play from them. I'm very much enjoying watching Sophia. Very much a team to watch if people want to learn.
It's a treat to watch them play. Yep. Let's see what these stats were for these games, because I think it was definitely like the fights were over so quick, but Alex still managed to pull out 123k damage.
Yep. That's all it is, man. Like we say on the tanks, people sleep on the execute. The execute is so big, but I don't even think it's execute. Yeah. It's the Alex effect, if I'm honest. Alex is just so talented. Again, you don't need damage dealers when you have the correct champions to be able to deal damage.
Well,
it's like
is the damage dealer.
Yeah. Again, if we want to look directly at the champions they got Fernando and Khan. The best way to deal with these champs is to go above. Having a standard damage dealer who just shoots and is grounded and cannot do that, it's just going to be shield damage at the end of the day. And this is why the game doesn't show shield damage. Shield damage isn't the best damage you need, and it's not the damage that often wins games. It's the true damage that's getting people killed. And this is why I think Maeve was such a key pick for this to go over and just get the kills.